We're walking to Hudson's right now. That's one of the main dining rooms. That's the one that is open for breakfast. Hopefully we've made it in time because, you know, we don't usually make it up early enough for that. And this is the last shot. Success, we're in. Love the look of this dining room. Greeted by a team of folks, decent menu selection. I'm gonna see if I can do the huevos rancheros, but vegetarian.
So there's something about these chandeliers that I find a little bit unsettling. It's like they're kind of shaking constantly, and I feel like they're gonna fall. Look behind you, that one.
Yeah. You know what? She'll be fine after coffee. Our constant quest to find a decent bagel on a ship continues. Well, the bagel search continues. It was like most other cruise ship bagels. One day, I think was it Holland America? I think Holland America we had a decent bagel. But the salmon was good. Larissa got the eggs Benedict. We got some pastries. There was, of course, the bagel with salmon, huevos rancheros, but vegetarian, and most importantly, coffee. So did the Benedict pass the Bembridge egg test?
Yes.
Had a nice breakfast. Success! Had breakfast in the main dining room. Finally, last day. Realized though we never had breakfast in Indulge Food Hall. We got like a grab and go from there one time, and that was it. After breakfast, I had a phone call, planning things, exciting cruise things that we'll be sharing on the channel. Right now, I'm gonna go clean up the room real quick because I forgot to film a room tour. Knock that out, and then hopefully enjoy some beautiful day outside on Norwegian Prima. Filmed a cabin tour, so look out for that on the channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bells so that you make sure you know when it's up there. I'm excited for you guys to see more of that room because it is, as I've said in some of the other videos in this vlog, the largest standard stateroom I've ever been in on a cruise ship. Really, really nice. Now I think I'm going to head up and find Larissa. She's somewhere near a pool. I don't know. Good morning, ladies. This is an interesting quirk of the wide promenades and using this for deck space in addition to the main pool deck up top, which is really small. It's good in that you get some variety and you can have kind of a neat layout. But see how it's kind of shady here right now? And there's a little bit of space there. Watch this. Same layout on this side of the ship. Bright and sunny, and of course much more popular. There's 3 times the number of people in this pool. All the deck chairs are occupied. It's interesting, and part of that's going to be time of day. That could be cloud cover, which direction the ship's facing, but not something that I usually even think about because on a top deck it's pretty much the same. The layout of the ship is a little unusual. We find ourselves walking through the buffet or crossing through the middle of the local, trying to get from one side of the ship to the other. It's a little weird. I'm getting used to it, but it's a little weird. I'm gonna check out one of the slides. This one's called the Drop. It's a dry slide. The ones that go over the side of the ship are all dry slides, but this one you get into a tube and then the floor drops out from under you, which I've seen on a Disney ship as a water slide, but this one, no water, and I guess unless something goes wrong. Yep. It's a really nice view from here. Probably should have gone to the bathroom beforehand, huh?
4, 3, 2, 1.
That was fun. When you finish, you come out right here. We're on, I think this is Infinity Beach on the port side for this particular slide. The one thing that's a little weird, I had heard people say, sometimes you get stuck in the clear part. No, no, no. Everyone gets stuck in the clear part. I'll show you what I mean. Everyone has to wiggle their way down.
And the clear part.
Well, that person's really stuck. They're gonna need to, like, each morning send somebody down with a can of Crisco first or something. We're gonna try to get to the main dining room for lunch as well. Will they have 2 photo finishes in one day? I don't know. It's gonna be close. We have backup plans, many plans. We made it. Larissa opted for something light on a sea day. Risotto, pumpkin risotto. I, on the other hand, well, I got 2 entrees, fish tacos and a weird veggie burger. I just got a little fish juice on Larissa's phone. Just a little fish juice. It's fine. It's fine. Good lunch? She's a lady of few words this time. After today, I mean, I don't know how to say this otherwise. There's just no reason for them to have that Commodore dining room. It was a perfectly fine room.
Oh yeah.
But
nice.
with the same menu being in Hudson's, I mean, that's gorgeous with the windows and the light colors and the higher ceiling.
That could be another specialty, I feel like, right?
I mean, I wouldn't make it special just because you mean turn Commodore into something?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. But it seems weird.
Overkill, maybe?
Perhaps not the most colorful example, but there's one of the art pieces around Prima, and one of the many that has a QR code next to it. Some of the statues, or sculptures rather, have a QR code, and you scan the code and it brings up information about the piece and the artist, some links out to the artist's website. There's also, and this is a little weird, if you go to the menu, artwork maps, this looks really great. When you click each deck, it downloads a PDF of that deck showing where the art is. Not the most elegant thing, but still pretty neat if you want to spend a little bit of time just checking out the various works of art and learning about them. Even if you don't do it in an organized way, if you're just walking by and want to scan one of these codes. It may be Black Friday on land, but here it is a Blue Friday. It is a gorgeous sea day on Norwegian Prima. Check out what we've been doing on our 7-night Western Caribbean cruise at youtube.com/cruisehabit. It's last night panic mode. We packed up and we're gonna run to dinner real quick. We did very little today. I feel like usually on the last day of a cruise, I either do everything or nothing because I just am paralyzed. Really, because I just want to relax. And we did a lot of relaxing today. Yeah, so it was a good day. But now, realizing the hours are counting down, we want to check some more live entertainment out. So we're going back to what's become the place we've eaten by far the most, Indulge Food Hall. And we'll talk about this when we do a review video at the end. But I don't know how NCL squares having both Indulge and Food Republic.
Are we going to Indulge, or are we going to, you had mentioned maybe eating beer instead of the locals tonight. Is that what you want to do?
Well, now we have to stop and discuss. Time warp. Just had a great dinner, actually chatting with some new friends over at the local. And we ended up having the fish and chips. Pretty good, actually. I was impressed. I came out hot, crispy, flavorful, good fish. So thumbs up on that. Now we are at Sid Norman's Poorhouse, getting ready to watch a show. This is their Side B show. Everyone warned us, oh, it gets so busy, you have to show up here an hour in advance. And that has been true on the sailing from what others have said, except tonight's the last night, and it's the second time they've done this show. The show starts in 3 minutes, and there's still space. In fact, let's take a look. Here we are, and there's Larissa ordering, hopefully, my drink right there. I'm so glad that we were able to catch that show. I'll admit, I was lukewarm on the idea of coming over here to try because I didn't want to fight crowds. But we ended up getting fantastic seats. The room definitely filled up. The venue filled up completely, but we didn't have to come nearly as early as others did on previous nights, so that was good. The performance was cool. I didn't know what to expect. I thought that this was just going to be like, a live band, cool, and in a dedicated venue. It's it's almost as if they are performers they're performers, because they are, cosplaying performers in a bar. Does that make sense? It's a weird thing, and they have like there's a shtick,
yeah. It's the Sid Normans. So like that's the kind of guy who's the name of the bar is I guess a made-up record producer apparently. So there's like a little bit of a storyline that sort of goes along with it, and yeah, but it was really cool.
Variety of music for this one. They did Janis Joplin, Fleetwood Mac, Doobie Brothers. What else? One Hit Wonder, Pina Colada guy. But really,
that was Escape.
Fantastic performers, and make sure you come check this out. It's in a cool venue. I showed that off earlier, and we didn't get a chance to see
dedicated sets. It seems
this show. There
was something a little bit different for this sailing. So yeah,
I guess we'll just have to come back.
Yeah.
Had to run back to the room to finish some packing, and now we're out. Got not too much time. It's last night. We need to be up kind of early in the morning, but there's no live music out here, at least right now. Maybe they're taking a break, but there are a lot of people out in the atrium, and people hanging out on all the levels of the atrium. And those folks over there, they're waiting in line at guest services. Never do anything that requires going to guest services on the last day. If there's anything you can do before that, take care of it then, because there's always a line on the last day of any cruise. That's going to do it for tonight, and really for this cruise. It's been a good sailing, and I have a much better sense of what NCL has to offer on their newer ships, much better than I had before. I'll confess, as much as I've been on a bunch of different cruise lines, and I've been on NCL many times, many of those times were as a kid, and other than that, we're on like Sky, which is a totally different animal. I wasn't able to really place Norwegian's strengths and weaknesses as well as I can now, I think. We'll have to do more sailings on their newer ships, for more research, but it's been interesting. I'm going to digest it, and we'll make another video, Larissa and I, talking about those things in comparisons to other ships that you might be considering if you're looking at Prima. So it's been good for that reason, and because we had a great time. I mean, no caveat there. We had a great time. It's a gorgeous ship. I think I'm going to be a big Prima champion in many ways now, but nothing is for everyone. So we'll talk about in the other videos, like what the things that can help you make a decision between this ship and others. So I appreciate everyone who followed along. I don't know if I'm going to add anything after this. This might be it. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about Disembarkation in a minute. But we do have to be out of the cabin at by 9 a.m. tomorrow, which is early but not crack of dawn compared to some other sailings. And then we'll be heading back up home, and we're on land for 2 weeks. It's a rough life. So thank you for watching. Please do make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're alerted when we post more videos, because we are going to be posting more. Of course, I have river cruise footage to put up. There's lots of other cruise vlogs and tours and things like that. But for Norwegian Prima, we'll have a full ship tour and a cabin tour that I'm looking forward to putting out there so that everyone can get more views of this gorgeous ship. Disembarkation fun. Had to be out of the room by 9. We're self-assessed. We did not want to wake up that early, but there's quite the queue in the lobby. So we'll see what happens. Back at home at Cruise Habit World Headquarters in Boca, as opposed to our other headquarters. Trust me, they exist. Disembarkation was a little bit rough, to be honest. It took probably about 2 hours, and I don't know whose fault this is. The ship was at high capacity because not only were all the rooms occupied, but because of the school holiday with Thanksgiving, there were a lot of third and fourth occupants in rooms, so really over 100%, which is great for the cruise line. That adds to people, but the ship hadn't felt that crowded. I think what happened maybe with Disembarkation is perhaps they're trying out some new procedures and still figuring out the best way to route people around the ship, which does, as I've mentioned in the other videos, have kind of a strange layout. They do use facial recognition when you get on and off the ship in ports of call, and I'd never seen that before. Perhaps that's something that NCL does on other ships already that I just hadn't experienced. And that system apparently tied in with the facial recognition for customs or immigration and passport control. So what was interesting is once we did snake through a long line of people, all that time through the entire ship, it felt like, and made it to just before walking out onto the open deck, getting off the ship with our face was also going through passport control. So at least there wasn't anything in the building. We didn't check any bags, walked right out. Terminal B, big, beautiful terminal that you can see in the first video, the day one video. All the days vlogs are down in the links below. However, not a lot of room for pickup and drop off there. And that's something I've seen at almost every one of these cruise line terminals. Big, beautiful facilities can hold way more people than they need to. And then they have room for like 6 taxis and Ubers at a time. A little bit weird. But you know what? Not a big deal. Had a fantastic trip. I appreciate that NCL didn't make us get out of our room at like 8 in the morning. And looking forward to, as I said before, kind of digesting that experience. It was pretty cool. Please, once again, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell. We'll have more videos out soon. And yeah, thanks for going along with us on that journey. Look forward to talking ship again real soon.